right along this Saturday before Christmas. It's Super Saturday, so I heard. First Saturday before Christmas in 6 years. So everybody's out shopping, and I am here covering my floor behind me. So-called bazooka for taping off the ceiling. So hopefully Jeff and his boys are coming soon, so we can tape off the ceiling and I can move on to the paint job. Fucking drywall job, Jeff. Jeff's having a good time here, drywalling and mudding. As you guys can see, we're having a heck of a time. Christmas, everybody. I think today I'm gonna give the drywall a miss and rest, take the kids to the beach, and then we have a family party and let everything settle down for a moment. Okay, I lied. I had to come back and clean up here a little bit. Up here is a royal mess. Drippings everywhere in the ceiling. So I decided to come down here for a few hours before we start Christmas Eve, just so when things continue next week, I have a little bit less of a shit show and hopefully finish this thing before New Year's. I actually just forgot my camera yesterday, so I came down here today to pick the camera up, but you know what? I had to just throw a few lines up there. This entire line here still needs to be filled out. There's so many little details. So now that the ceiling is up, you think like, oh great, let's paint. No. So many details, so many little things still to be done. I think it's gonna take me a whole other week before I can start painting. I really think. And then sanding and all of that, because I want to make the ceiling look like one even plain field, smooth surface. And that is not gonna be easy and done like this overnight. Lots of love, lots of detail. But anyways, back to the beach now. Day after Christmas. Should have been at the ceiling probably, but you know, there is some waves. And it was very uncrowded, but anyways, it's gonna be a mad week. My wife is gonna be busy, or is busy, with the golf tournament coming up here in Kapalua. The kids are out of school. I got a hotel shift. My ceiling, I gonna have to start painting by the weekend, because otherwise I'm gonna be in trouble. So hotel, ceiling, surf, kids on vacation, wife's working 12-hour days right now. So, and we're gonna have a whole week of high surf advisory and back-to-back swell. So I am not sure I'm gonna pack all of that into one freaking week. Discussing heavily about the landfill that needs to be built for all the debris. And it is quite a controversy, because all the toxic ash and debris is supposed to stay on island. I kind of personally was under the impression that this was gonna get shipped off. But apparently this is not happening, or at least not all of it. So now there's a big discussion, because we have that landfill planned not very far from the ocean, and that raises concerns. I don't know enough about it to be really put an opinion out there. I'm just stuck in traffic here today, heading back to the shop, checking on the drywall ceiling situation and turning my camera here. You guys see it is mad traffic here. Things are bottlenecking and we're still passing burnt down neighborhoods. But look how nice the drawings there from all the kids at school, and they made like banners with it, and they hung those, and all the kids did nice little drawings for Lahaina. So that's kind of neat. I like that. That brings a positive spin here to the drive, while we are still looking in the back, and there is a singed neighborhood as always. I see some monkey paw trees that are having some greenery. And yeah, they're rerouting the whole traffic. Everything is kind of like going up the street here. I mean, like, Lahaina traffic has always been a shit show, and now it is even more of a shit show. And another day, another drywall. Checking in with the boys, and there's definitely a lot more than I could do myself. So you're gonna need help. I needed definitely help. It was way more than I could do, and these guys are actually doing a really nice job. I mean, like, I can do a little bit of that, but I was definitely hobbying it out pretty hard, and so they're doing a nice job. So this ceiling is gonna look very slick, and I can't wait to show it to you guys when it's finally done. Meanwhile, there is no update on the singed buildings here behind me. What's happening there? The BMW I showed you guys a few weeks ago is also still here. And I really don't know what's happening here with the building behind me. They're putting the dust fence up again. There's kind of like coming down with the wind, I guess. But I'm not sure what's going on here, how soon this is going to get removed, and what the owner association has in store here. And what their insurance situation is, I really don't know. But so far, this is all still a scene out of an end time movie here, the entire town. My ceiling here is kind of like the never-ending story. Feels like an analogy to Lahaina, another never-ending story. I think the ceiling is ready to get painted, and tomorrow I have no other choice, but I have to start to paint. Scaffolding down, starting to paint. In the meanwhile, so much going on. High surf advisory, half of the North Shore of Oahu showed up at Honolulu Bay today. Everybody wants to surf. The big waves over here. I'm in the middle of this, kids on vacation, and on and on and on it goes. But I think we can start painting this, and then I'm so over it. I'm really getting over this. And look at this. Look at this mess and everything. Everything needs to be cleaned up. And I have roughly 2.5 weeks left. Another Friday, another video, some more time at the ceiling. We, did not get a whole lot done, not as much as I wanted. In the meanwhile, big discussion, you guys, about the landfill and where is this debris all gonna go. People don't want it nearby in Olawalu where like there's a water runoff. They're afraid that stuff runs into the water. I'm on the other hand thinking, I'm sure they have some geological surveys to make sure this is a steady and safe area, but I also understand why put everything in one hole. There should be some sort of a monument where, particularly the ashes, where they know where people are, where there might be still people, like remains of people in it. Make a monument out of that, encapsulate it, maybe even for a future memorial park or so. I don't know, but it's a big discussion. In the meanwhile, there is so much surf, you guys, up north. It is raining and gray and north swell galore. So many guys showed up here from the North Shore. So it's really going off up there. We checked the surf this morning and I decided I gotta come down here and started sealing in here in Lahaina. It is hot and I'm drenched in sweat, and this video is gonna go out here in just a second. Thank you guys for your support and continuously watching my Lahaina vlog.